Yo, what the fuck is going on, everybody? In this training, in this Loom video specifically, I am back home. Touched down from Vegas. I got home on Saturday, late last night, early Sunday, roughly. And then, yeah, now we're back home, back in the home base, just creating content for you guys, just sharing the knowledge, everything from A to Z with TikTok. And with this information alone, I mean, you could take this and apply it to your own business and make some killings in terms of like 6 figs months in terms of ecom. So, with that being said, I just want to touch on my recent PDF posts. I'm going to be doing this weekly, where I make Loom videos just covering different aspects. When I do release these trainings, these are just my thoughts, my feedback, and what is currently happening in the market as we speak. And then this is just ultimately a free resource you guys can watch. You can apply it to your own business. And then if you do have any concerns or questions about my offer, my service, how I'm scaling brands with TikTok, complete done for you, then feel free to book in a call with me where I can walk you through our system, our offer, and how we source creatives from influencers, how we launch campaigns, and how we ramp things up in terms of generating you guys a solid return on ad spend and making it an unreasonable ROI for you not to invest with my agency and what we offer. So, with that being said, don't make TikToks, make ads that sell on TikTok. Biggest misconception is the organic side of things versus the paid side of things in terms of UGC. Organic presence, I mean, you can literally create any type of content and then you can really scale in terms of going viral and building out that organic presence with just any type of content that talks about the product, talks about specific features, benefits, maybe even show like what it looks like on, making funny clips in terms of role play. That works well. And then just having, there's no direction with organic, but when it comes to getting sales, getting impulse purchases, that is a different story. That is a different beast, because we're trying to get people to stop scrolling. People don't like ads, but we want to make sure the ads feel not like an ad in terms of native to the platform, native to the algorithm, and is able to get people to stop scrolling to make an impulse purchase. So, with that being said, here are the cases and how we do that. So, in terms of, if you're not familiar with the posts I've been making over the past couple of weeks, right, I touch on different aspects of the mechanism it takes to scale efficiently on the TikTok platform. The analogy I typically like to say is that we're simply directors of our own films when it comes to shooting content that gets sales. So I'm going to cover the UGC that gets sales from influencers, so that you can get them to produce content that works really well, that gets sales, and it makes them seem human, as well as they're not sounding like a complete robot just reading off a script. So, yeah, the goal is to get impulse purchases. There has to be a storyline when it comes to creating UGC made to get sales on the platform. The way I like to structure my film and my videos in terms of UGC is just, we have an intro, which is the first 0 to 5 seconds. We have a hook, which is the 5 to 10 second mark. We have a bridge from the 10 to 15 second mark, where it connects the main problem, has the people's attention, and then leverages that and transitions that into the next step of getting people to want to learn more. And then from the before and after, that's typically like the 20 to 25 second mark, and then the call to action, where we get people to buy the product right away, which is a 25 to 30 second mark in terms of UGC. So I want to cover the first 0 to 5 seconds, right? This is, I would say, the most important when it comes to any piece of content, especially running paid ads on TikTok, because people have a really, really small attention span, and the goal is for us to capture that attention span in the first 0 to 5 seconds. So the way we can do that is by sharing a common pain that is present in the market and makes it really hurtful for people because they're trying to solve that pain, right? Let's say there's different ways and different levels to it, but we want to tap into this pain right away to then get people intrigued, because they have a common problem in the market and they're looking for a solution. The reason why people pay money, the reason why people pay for makeup, right? Look at females. Why do they pay for makeup? Well, they want to look better. Why do they want to look better? Well, they want to attract men. Let's look at men, right? The reason why men go to the gym, they want to build out a physique that can promote an ability for them to attract more women. Ultimately, that's one of the common reasons why people go work out. Look at eating healthy, a healthy lifestyle. Well, not only does it come from the health benefits, but also comes from the lifestyle of being fit, right? And when you're fit, you feel confident. When you're confident, you attract more people. So that's a common mindset you need to have when it comes to finding the pain that really is just overall common in the market. So the way to establish a pain is simply by speaking to the market, doing a ton of research, seeing, okay, what works well, what is the common problem people have, and what are they purchasing to resolve that problem. So then when you have that problem, right, let's say, as mentioned before, if you're selling specific makeup, well, then you can talk about, are you tired of feeling like this, right? You show the influencer in place. Are you tired of struggling with this? Do you have this common problem? Are you experiencing this pain right here in this certain time point in your life? Right? You call out to them, because TikTok is very broad. You have a lot of broad demographics, but when we call out to a specific person, the customer avatar we're trying to reach, well, then they're more likely to stay on the video, and then they're more likely to make a purchase, right? Because they're trying to resolve that. So with that being said, right, the hook is made to keep people engaged. Well, it's human nature for us to always question our imperfections and to purchase products that make us feel better about ourselves. So people buy solutions to their pains. So we want to make sure the influencer shows the frameworks that resonate with the market. They display the product as a key to a better life, to play on the dopamine aspect side of things. So as mentioned before, right, common insecurities: weight. Women have a ton of insecurities about their weight. Height for men, right? This is the biggest one in terms of insecurities for men. Aging, right? Women are tired of aging. They don't want to age, and they hate seeing the wrinkles, right? Obesity. This is common across the board. So as mentioned, why do women buy makeup? To look better. Why do men work out? To speak to more attractive women and to actually pull them. So it's very important that we let the influencer project these insecurities and offer the solution. This is where we bridge the gap, right? When it comes to bridging the gap, so the intro is, okay, we caught the attention, we explain the problem, we call out to them, they engage, they look at the content, they see, okay, this is something I have across the board. Now we want to bridge their attention from the problem they have to then offering the solution and benefits to the product and how it can really change their lives. So with that being said, before and after works really well to contrast what life was prior to these changes and what life can be like after these changes, right? And then we want to simply have them buy in on that vision and on the dopamine they're about to engage with in terms of after they purchase a product, how much better their life would be. So the best way to get somebody to opt in on your call to action, to get them to purchase right away and to get them to get results from your product, right? Well, we want to either play on urgency or scarcity. So we want to make sure that we're not bullshitting here. We want to make sure that we actually have either limited supply of product and we're not going to restock, or there's a specific time frame where this product is only available for the next 72 hours, 48 hours, right? So some common call to actions that work really well is buy now before it's too late, and then you can incorporate some sort of time aspect of it. You could say prices will increase after 72 hours, or let's say you have limited supply of this product, and then you can simply say only available for the next 72 hours. Another common tactic is once sold out forever. So people know that you're not restocking this. Once it goes out of stock, that's it, you're fucked. So we want to make sure that we're either playing on scarcity or urgency, and we want to make sure that we're not bullshitting here, right? The biggest thing that people see is when they see a time clock, and then let's say it's only available for 48 hours. They're on that page. Let's say they don't buy, but then they click on the page 1 to 2 days later, and they see the same exact time clock that's reset, right? Nothing changes. So we want to make sure that we're not bullshitting here. We mean what we say. This just ultimately builds out the customer base and gets people to buy because they know, okay, once this is out of stock, I'm fucked. I can't get any more of it. So with that being said, right, it's really important that you get influencers to shoot quality content, but also giving them a framework to work with, right? We don't want them to read the script word for word. We want them to have some sort of creative leeway and do what they do best, which is influencing the market. So a storyline works great. In terms of getting impulse purchases, you are the director in terms of your script, in terms of the way you want it filmed, the direction you want to mimic, and of course, like incorporating and sharing with the influencer the emotions you want to drive from that. So create a film that sells out, right? That's the ultimate goal here. And you want to share the vision with your influencer. You want to do a ton of market research. You want to see, okay, what works well, and then just follow the methods I mentioned above, right? Where we start with the intro. We start with the hook, we bridge the gap, we show the before and after results, and then we lead to a call to action, right? This is the proven formula that will get you sales when it comes to creating UGC on the TikTok platform. because if you just don't follow a storyline, well, you're not going to get sales because people don't know what the heck they're looking into, and they don't have the time to find a specific ad that's not helping them in any sort of way, right? As human nature, we're always looking for the best opportunity. People are willing to pay for resources to make their lifestyle better. So if you follow this framework, you follow the details I mentioned in the PDF, there's no reason for you not to get solid creatives and not for you to get purchases on TikTok when you follow this structure. So if you're interested in terms of what we offer in terms of my agency, how I scale brands from A to Z, from TikTok, by producing the content, by setting up the campaigns, let's hop on a call. I can drop my calendar below, and you can walk through and see our process, and we can learn more about your infrastructure and how we can help you scale. So with that being said, if you do have any questions, feel free to text me back. But this is a method you need to scale things up on the TikTok platform from A to Z.